What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Leave It to the Judges MMA show. I'm with the boys Xavier and Nick, and we do have a new member on the channel. Xavier, do you want to introduce him really quickly?
This is my little brother Gabe, man. Tapping in for the draft, baby. Let's get it.
What's up?
Yeah, so it is a four-man draft. Welcome to the channel. Really quickly, Xavier, you want to break down the rules of this draft?
All right, guys. So in the past, it's been pretty simplistic. Um, but so this year we decided to like shake it up. Add a bunch of scoring criteria that I think is gonna make the concept a lot funner here. So we have a 6 point potential system per fight. Um, 1 point for the win, 1 point for a finish, 1 point if it's a main event. 1 point if it's a ranked fight. 1 point for a championship fight, and then one more point that's gonna be probably rare, may happen once a year. But if someone reaches like a champ status or fights a champion outside of their regular division, then that's like an additional like 6 point. Like I said, there's only a couple candidates that people that might be able to achieve that, maybe like a Poetan or something, but I
Waiting.
or Whaley if she, somehow got back to the drawing board, got back after it. But yeah, that's the new scoring criteria, guys.
So, yes, sir. And really quickly, guys, this was last year's draft, 2025. Nick is our reigning champion. We did our draft order randomly with a wheel, so that doesn't really matter. But really quickly, this is last year's teams. This year we're doing 4 by 15. Each guy gets 15 picks. It's a snake draft. Xavier, you won the wheel. You have the first overall pick, my friend.
All right, you know, I had a lot of turmoil with this pick. Um, Went through a lot of potential changes to make to my squad, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna stick with someone who's been on my team, been my team captain every year so far. And especially with like the inactivity, that's why I almost like didn't choose him. But with the new scoring system, I think he should be able to score a good amount of points this year. I'm going with my boy, my champion, oh captain, my captain, Islam Makhachev, baby. Let's fucking go. I think we can get at least two fights this year, and they should both be wins and main events. So let's get him on the board.
Yeah, taking the number one pound for pound guy in the world, your first pick. Can't hate on it at all. After each round, I'll show the teams and update them. Nick, our champion, you have our second pick in the draft.
Well, some of us can hate on that pick because he ain't getting by the first fight. That's what I'll say. That was a risky first pick. I'm not even gonna care. As good as Islam is,
No
champ.
guts, no guts, no glory, baby. Let's go.
But this could be a pick that blows up in my face because he might not fight. But I'm taking the best pound for pound fighter I see on this list. And someone out of all the champions I'm looking at, he is the only one who I think has a very high chance to retain his belt, and that is Hamzat
Yeah,
Chimaev.
Okay.
good pick. It's like a guaranteed at least one championship dub over Imanov.
Facts. Facts. And if he could like fuck around and like have some late champ moment, that could be a fucking steal for you.
All right, two great picks. All right, I have the third overall pick, and I'm actually not going to be taking a champion here. I'm taking a guy who's fighting this Saturday. We all picked him to end the year with the belt. I think he's going to fight at least two or three times. Umar Nurmagomedov is my first pick.
Ooh,
I
I
think
have
he's gonna run over Figgy, and I think he might get like one more guy in there before he gets a title shot at the end of the year, just because bantamweight's so congested. End of the year, he wins the belt, fulfills our predictions. Umar's my first pick.
Okay. With my first pick in the first round, I'm going with Abeta Gutierrez.
Oh my god, dude!
I'm going with him, yeah. And the first pick in the second round, I wanted Chimaev, but I'm going with Alexander Volkanovski.
ooh,
Alexei
that's a spooky pick. That could
Taking both.
that could be bad for you. That could end up really. He might get smoked in his next fight and never
I
fight
don't
again.
think. I don't. He's not losing to.
Kind of like it.
I thought it's decent. I really like the Gutierrez pick. That was gonna be my next pick.
I had him pretty high on my draft board as well, to be honest. I think he can fight maybe like 4 times a year and get finishes. So, and then maybe he might even get like
I thought he was gonna get in when he was saying that he might end the year with the belt. I was like, no way, no way.
he might work his way into like a main event by the end of the year as well. To be honest, I could really see him headlining a fight night or some Apex card easy.
Valid. All right, back to me. Man, I'm really torn between two guys. I'm gonna go with Peloton. I'm gonna go Pereira. I'll take Pereira.
Mm.
I think the man could fight. He could potentially fight 1 time a year, and it could be a loss to Johnny Bones, baby.
I don't think that fight's gonna happen, but I'm gonna take Pereira there. Nick?
Well, this is a very easy pick for me specifically. I'm going to take the champion that will fight the most, win the most, look the best doing it aggressively, probably beat Pantoja again by the same outcome, probably too brittle. I'm taking Joshua Van.
Alrighty. It's a good pick. Your MVP last year, arguably.
Um, he,
Xavier, you get back-to-back picks.
he can be fighting 3 times. There's no bullshit waiting around.
It's just like the amount, the guys he's fighting, it's Killer's Row Clark, but I get it. It's your boy. It's a great
All
pick.
right. For my second pick, I'm going with the guy who had a little bit of a setback in 2025, on his ascent to his rapid ascent, mind you, to a title shot. Um, but I think a guy that like will be better for his loss at the end of the day. I'm talking about Gene motherfucking Silva, baby. Let's fucking go. I think he's poised for a big year. I think he could easily end up the champ by the end of the year, regardless of whether Volk holds on to the belt or if they or if Diego Lopez gets the belt. I think that like the UFC would be in a super hurry to run that one back. I think that that was like an all-time classic, 2 rounds. Um, and Gene Silva will be better for maybe suffering a little bit of humble pie a little bit. He's also fighting very soon. I think he can get a couple of fights in this year, at least 3, potentially even 4. So yeah, I'm going with Gene Silva, man. I think he's gonna bounce back in a big way this year, and I'm here for it.
Hell yeah.
That was my next pick. Good pick.
For my second pick, hmm, I've been thinking a lot about this one. Um, I'm thinking Josh Hockett, man. I think Josh Hockett I'm gonna take.
Huh?
I think that he is primed in that position where he's fighting like soon. And when he's fighting heavyweights, I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to out wrestle a lot of them. And he's also fighting like the bottom of the barrel guys, but he can also work his way to by the end of the year to a ranked fighter. So I think he could have like a big year this year, Josh Hockett, and rank up and rack up a bunch of like finishes and shit.
And those are two guys you just took who will fight tomorrow night, so
Yes, sir.
get some early points. Nick, your third pick.
Hmm. A lot of the strat last year, go for guys who fight a lot. But with the new scoring system, I'm gonna pick a guy who I think will fight a decent amount. Uh, you know what? Fuck it, man. Give me Paddy Pimblett, bro. He beat just
Woo!
Addy the Batty.
yeah.
Oh, Patchy the Batty. The only thing is, he might get fucking knocked off by Ilya potentially.
I know, yeah.
Or
I'm rolling the dice
Yeah,
and
you gotta roll dice
it's
there.
not.
Or Armin. Yes, sir. No guts, no glory pick.
Um,
It's a guaranteed one title, though. Like I said before, Gaethje has a 0.5% chance to win.
0.5.
That's crazy work.
My next pick, I don't want to take this guy this early, but I just feel like this is definitely a Gabe guy, especially after his first overall pick. I'm taking Peyton Talbot with my third overall pick.
No, fuck you.
I think he's gonna fight hella. He looked sensational against Henry Cejudo. Even though we all picked him, he looked
Don't
much
give me my
better.
next pick, and you dirty fuck.
All right, I gotta take Talbot.
actually. Um, but okay, with my pick, since Patty Pimblett's taken, I think it's time to go Magomed Ankalaev.
Big
Because
Ank.
I believe that Alex Pereira is moving up and fighting John Jones, and he is going to get the title back. And yeah,
Fair enough.
A smart pick.
Wait, who?
Ankalaev, Magomed
Okay. Oh,
Ankalaev.
facts. Okay.
Um, and with my next pick, mm, I'll go with Kevin Vachejos.
I love that pick.
I'll take Kevin Vachejos. He has a main event coming up.
You know how to spell his last name?
It,
Ballejos. He should be ranked. Let me see.
he is ranked.
Yeah, that's a good pick. All
Oh,
right.
for the ranked fights, does it have to be a ranked versus ranked fight? Or does only one guy, if your guy is unranked,
Fighting should be.
The person you're fighting has to be ranked.
okay,
So if
okay,
you're coming into the ranks, then like that counts.
okay, bet.
Like, on some prospect shit.
I bet.
Tough.
All right, who's next?
I'm up. Pretty torn here on this one. I'm not gonna let him slide anymore, and I do think he'll fight twice this year. I'm taking Ilya.
Okay.
He fights in the summer and then he fights once at the end of the year, and he's gonna murk whoever he fights. So I can't let him slip anymore.
Well,
Nick.
speaking of slipping, I don't know how he's gonna do this year after what happened in the last title fight, but Peter Yan has to fight perfectly in that trilogy. I'm taking Marab. I mean, fourth round, I can't let him slide anymore.
A lot of people fading Marab. I like you taking a chance on him.
I can't let him slide. There's no chance.
Here are the teams so far with Xavier starting the next round. Great pick so far, boys.
All right, all right. Am I up?
You are up back to back.
All right. For my next pick, I'm also gonna fight someone who has a fight coming up. They're a former champ at at a different weight division, and they're fighting a former champ that I think is easy fucking pickings, and I think is almost guaranteed a finish. Give me Max Holloway,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Max Bless Holloway. Because of the way that like the top of lightweight is kind of log jammed, I could kind of see him having to fight because this is him fighting up. He's going from three fighting two, Charles Oliveira, and then you have Armin there. I don't really think that they're gonna match them up for a minute. I kind of see Max Holloway gonna having to like fight down in the division a little bit, maybe beating up like a Gamrot, a BSD, maybe a Fazeev if he can get a win. I see him just having like to defend his rank more so than like fighting another one of the killers up there. So I can see him like, getting at least two wins, potentially two main events, potentially two finishes. Give me Max Holloway. I think for sure he's gonna finish Charles Oliveira here over a 5 rounder. That chin is gone, Nick. I'm sorry. And then for my next pick, I thought long and hard about this one. Um, just considering the last year that he had. Mm, wait. Let me just mull this over real quick one more time. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take Kyle Barrio here. I think that because of like how stacked the division is, like ranked ahead of him right now, he's gonna have to like fight down, regain some momentum. I think he's gonna beat RDR based on what I just seen. I don't think that his strategy is gonna work against. I mean, RDR strategy is gonna work against someone as explosive as Bahio. So I see him getting a win and potentially a finish in that fight, and then maybe fighting like a Brendan Allen or something. You know what I mean? Something not too crazy, and getting his career back on track. I don't think that that one loss um to Ivanov is just gonna like damn his career. I think that he's primed for a bounce back year. And I still believe in the fighting nerds. I think that they're all gonna get themselves back together this year a little bit. So give me Ohio.
Hmm. There's a
Love it.
lot of names I'm looking at. There's a lot of options still. But I like that line of thinking. And there is someone in a main event spot that I can't let Ed take him again from me. And that is Fluffy Hernandez.
That was coming up. A great pick.
And I think and I think there's a chance he might even have two main event spots before even fighting Hamza.
And I think he might like somehow avoid Hamzat by like him moving up or some fluky shit. Like I don't even like you know what I'm saying? So that's a great pick. I like
Some
that pick.
fluky shit, bro. Because you know damn well. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about taking Fluffy, but like the chances that he could potentially run into a DDP and lose are kind of like tingling around in my mind, man. Like I would cheer for him in that fight, but like I don't know, the physicality of like a DDP just might not like let his game look as good as it's looked recently.
I
That's
feel
fair.
I think he might avoid DDP as well though. Like I have a feeling reason I was thinking DDP here. I just think DDP might only fight once this year. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting from him.
That's fair.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm up next. I'm definitely like prioritizing prospects here. I'm gonna go with Bo Nickel.
Ew.
I feel like he's going to set up for a super easy year. He's coming off a really impressive performance. He's for sure going to fight in the White House. They're going to keep feeding him cans. He's not getting a ranked opponent in a while after the RDR stuff. He's just going to rack up easy wins for me.
This is low points coming in for you, Ed. Like this you might
He's
not
going to fight like 3 times.
this is the worst pick I've seen so far.
That's
Just for saying, that's the worst.
Got it.
hey,
That's
I would,
fair enough.
I think it's a decent pick. I think it's a decent pick. Um, okay, I'm gonna take two people who actually will be champ this year.
Ooh,
One current champ in Piotr Jan,
God.
and I'm gonna take Wei Lee.
Dirty bastard. I
I'm
was I
taking
was
Wei
literally
Lee.
looking at her next, you fuck.
It's great picks. All right. Yeah, I was thinking Zhang. Damn. Let's see. A lot of guys off the board. I'm gonna go with. Fuck, this is so hard on my list. Give me. I'm taking Valentina.
Damn it! I knew that the girls were gonna start flying off the fucking shelves now.
Because like she might move up, but she might beat Harrison or Amanda at this point. Like I'm taking it, and she got way too many points for you last year. Whoever had her, pretty sure it was Xavier. So we go back to Nick.
Anyway, still a lot of options. that I like. But there's one division I will say I think welterweight's like the toughest one to like kind of minefield through. But I'm gonna go to light heavyweight and who I think is the best prospect if Pereira moves up or goes down, even better than Ankalaev, I will take Azmat Mirzakhanov.
I like that pick. He's on my list. He's about to fucking detonate. He's about to demolish Paulo Costa. That's a hilarious fight.
Easy win. Literally easy. That's easy points right there to start off.
All right, though. Who do we got? Xavier back to back.
I got some back-to-back fighters. All right. For my first pick here, I'm gonna take Vinicius Oliveira. Um, Ranked 13 at bantamweight. I think he has a lot of guys ahead of him that like I think he's gonna avoid the other prospects of the division, the Talbots. Um, I think that he has a winnable fight against Mario Bautista ahead of him. Even though Bautista's good, this is like a risk. Like that's a little bit of a risk, but I think if he gets past Bautista, I think you have a lot of guys ahead of him that he could win that are ranked wins, potential main events even. You have Cheeto ranked 8, vulnerable. I think Ayman Zahabi ranked 7, old as fuck, even though he's looked good, but old as fuck. You have Davis and Figueiredo that's kind of treading water right now at this point. As much as I love Figgy, he's like on a fast track out the top 8, to be honest. I think Vinicius could have success against Yadong even. So I mean, I see like a big runway of potential ranked fights for him that he can kind of build his way into that top 8, top 7, top 6 by the end of the year. So give me Vinicius. He also is a violent motherfucker for bantamweight, and I think some of those can be some finishes, especially against some of these aging guys. So give me Vinicius with that pick.
I
And
like it.
for my next pick, man, give me Manuel Cape, man. Give me Manuel Cape.
Okay, man. There he is.
Um,
Hope he
as,
shows up.
as much as I love Joshua Van and I love him, I think that Cape is very live to, win his first title this year against Joshua Van. I think that even if he doesn't, he's going to be in high profile fights. That's just where he is. Um, One of the bigger stars at flyweight and a finisher at flyweight, something that's rare. So I think he could get some knockouts against some lesser comp if they just like protect Joshua Van and don't want to run that matchup right away. But either way, by the end of the year, I do think that Cape fights for a title, and I think there's a good chance that he wins it, whether against Pantoja, Van, anybody. I think that Cape is him, and he is here. So give me Cape with that next pick.
Whew, I'm really happy you didn't take this next guy. Dana doesn't like him, but he's still gonna get a bunch of main event spots, and I think easier opponents that than he should be getting.
Armin,
That is Arman Zarzoukian,
fair enough.
Good pick.
and just for back of, he might beat Ilya if Ilya ends up coming back.
Facts.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go to 125. I'm gonna get my flyweight here. I am going to snag up Charles Johnson, who's ranked number 13 right now.
Wanted a
Ooh.
Has a win over the champion. Flyweight is pretty open right now. I don't think he'll get a title shot this year, but I think he's just gonna rack up a couple nice wins, establish himself.
That's a great pick. I wanted him next. Fuck.
Okay, well, with my next pick, I think I'm gonna go Sean O'Malley.
Ooh, damn, that was gonna be mine.
Kyle O'Malley,
I was thinking how long we're gonna let him
because
slip.
he is fighting. He has an upcoming fight, and who else is gonna dethrone Piotr Yan? But Sean O'Malley, maybe.
You know damn well the UFC would love to book it.
Exactly. So whoever wins, I get some points there. And with my next pick, I see some finishes. I see some ranked fights in Walter Walker. I'm gonna get Walter.
Oh no.
That was on my. I thought he would slip longer. Fuck, that's
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, fuck. Gabe's on it. Gabe's on it. I was waiting for him. I thought he'd drop way more than that. Fuck.
I am going to take former champion Dricus du Plessis here. I think he beats Allen. I'm still not high on Allen. I don't give a fuck about the RDR fight. I think DDP is the better fighter, and I do get the vibe that he might only fight once a year, but like, there's no injuries or anything. He should fight hella, and I don't see anyone beating him. So, Nick,
I also could see him getting like I mean, like, yeah, he's been like the champion for a while now. So I can kind of see him just like being hungry. He doesn't seem like one of those champions who like has given up on themselves. Like, I think he does want to like get another crack at Hamzat.
for sure.
Even though I don't think it's gonna like he's gonna do any better, really. But I think in his mind he can do better, and I think that he would be like itching to like make some statements and like remind the people who he is. So that's a good pick.
All right, Nick, you are up.
A lot of good picks here. Looking down the list. I think, man, I mean, I gotta go welterweight, someone there. There hasn't been a lot of people taken from that. And I'm finally gonna, he did burn me last year, but I gotta hope he's gonna fight this year. And the only person who will beat Islam Makhachev, and that is Shavkat Rakhmonov in the
And
house.
All right.
love it. All right, here are our teams. About the middle of the draft. Xavier got back to back.
All right, let's get it, man. With my next two picks, I'm gonna go with two guys who should be pretty active this year. I'm gonna go two prospects. Give me Bangazor Susurkayev.
Okay.
Okay.
I could see him, racking up a bunch of finishes as he gets his sea legs under him. Um,
Really quickly, how do you spell his name? B-A-Y.
Baysangur space Susurkaev. Kayev.
All righty.
And then with my next pick, I'm gonna go Quinlan Saltkilt.
It's a good pick. Damn.
Ooh. I could see the UFC trying to build him up. He is a finisher, and he is fighting Rongju, who I think is finishable. So I could see some exciting finishes and maybe even a main event of some sort, like Fight Night, Apex card main event, like later in the year.
Love it. All right, Nick, you're up.
Okay. I'm trying to find this buddy. 'Cause I don't know how to pronounce his name. Fuck, where the fuck? When did he fight? Where is this fuck? Fuck it, I'll find him later. Um, Next pick, I think I'm gonna go with an up and comer who I think will get a lot of easier fights this year, and I think he'll do well. Loner Kavanaugh.
All right. It's a good pick.
Well, that's not bad.
spell his last name for me, Clark?
Crap. Let me sec. It is Kavanaghh.
It's, all right. I am up. I am gonna take Yuri Prohachka. I think. Well, first of all, he hasn't lost to anyone not named Alex Pereira. So if anyone's going to take the belt when Alex moves up, it seems like Yuri's the guy. I love him and Ank. That'd be a great fight. But I do think Yuri is better. I'm going to take Yuri there.
Fire. I mean, and you're damn near guaranteed some finishes if he's in the 5 round fights. Like either he's gonna go down or they are.
And he's probably getting a title shot this year.
I could see that.
I like that.
Gabe, back-to-back picks.
Back-to-back picks. I'm gonna go with someone who's fighting early this year. Um, Fareed Basharat. I'll go with Basharat.
Okay.
And my other pick.
And that's Fareed, Ed, not the trash older bro.
Yeah, I forgot there's two of them.
Yeah, Fareed, the undefeated one.
And with my other pick, I'll go with a ranked guy who fights early, Benoit Saint Denis.
ESD. I like that. Taking on Dan Hooker soon. My next pick, I'm going to take another female. I'm not giving up on my girl, even though she made me look really bad in one prediction. I'm taking Tatiana Suarez. I still think she's super legit. She's not had great performances recently. Even her last dub didn't look great, but I just don't see a lot of girls beating her who aren't champions. So I'm taking Suarez here.
That's fair.
I don't know, man. She dating that patchy mix fella who
She got a divorce advice, and then I'll.
beat it. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying. Um, I love that JDM has not been picked at all. It just shows where Ed has him at which level he has him at this point. It's beautiful stuff. But give me another rising contender. I love the way he's been fighting Faraziem.
I thought about getting his name
That's a good
too.
one. Damn, that's a good one. Right.
You know me?
Oh,
Yep.
yes, sir.
All right. I'm surprised that this guy slipped this far down, but you know, me and this guy haven't always seen eye to eye. I'm not always their biggest fan. But give me Tom Aspinall, man. I could see him fighting at least twice a year. I think that whenever this eye shit is behind him, as much as I would love narrative wise if Cyril Gahn upset him, and I would even sacrifice the points here if Cyril Gahn was able to upset him. But I think Tom Aspinall is a guy that I expect whenever he's able to fight. I do think he's gonna at least squeeze one more fight in this year. I think that he has been frustrated overall with the lack of with the inactivity in his career between the John Jones shit and now this eye poke shit. So I do think that, and I also think he's a guy that like matches up extremely favorable against the vast majority of the heavyweight division right now. So I think that he is a candidate for a late little run where he fights a lot, and I don't think that if he's fighting he's anything other than like main event at this point. So yeah, give me Tom Aspinall.
Right.
I also think that like you have some shoe-in finishes in heavyweight fights, heavyweight title fights, damn near. And with my next pick,
Getting tough.
yeah, it's getting a little greasy here. Getting a little greasy. Give me Ian Gary, man.
Oh my God.
Give me Ian Gary.
Respectable though.
I think that there's a decent chance that he might not get the next crack at Islam, which means that like at some point all of these guys in at the top are kind of log jammed, and I think that at some point Gary's gonna have to fight some like lesser comp people. So I do expect maybe a fight or two down the rankings for Ian, while like the top of welterweight gets sorted out. So I think that he can beat the majority of that division and probably handily. Like if you give him like a Buckley or some shit, like I think he could spark him. So give me like main events out main event
Ian
Ian.
Gary. All right.
Yeah.
Clark.
That's exactly who I was thinking of for the guy right below him, who I think can boom Ian Gary, and that is my boy Michael Morales.
Knew it was
Good
I
pick.
literally was thinking like Morales has a higher chance of fighting Islam this year. I feel like a
I
little
think
bit.
so. With Usman, I feel like Ian Gary has a higher chance than Morales.
True.
Get the
I
title
think I have
shot.
Yeah.
a bunch of fights.
I know that Islam would probably rather fight Ian Gary.
Oh, for sure. Anyone would rather fight Ian Gary than Michael Morales, bro. Like, but I know what you're saying. All right. I am next. I'm gonna take this guy's gonna win the belt in a couple weeks here, pretty shamelessly. I'm taking Diego Lopez.
Oh,
And I was thinking about it like if he's gonna win the belt, he's gonna beat Volk. Like it is Killer's Row, but like he had a really close fight with Evil. He beat Jane Silva. Like he might be the best featherweight in the world. I'm taking him.
okay, well, with my next two picks, I'll go with Damian Piñas and Jacoby Smith.
Ooh, I like the Jacoby. Who's the first guy?
Damian Piñas. He was just on the Contender Series.
How do you spell his last name?
Pinas.
Okay. Then Jacoby Smith. It's good picks. All right, I'm up. I'm gonna go with a guy who was on a roll last year. I think he's gonna have a big bounce back year. I think the loss was complete bullshit. I'm gonna take Zhang Mingyang. I think
Ooh,
light heavyweight is dog shit. That Walter Walker, he was beating his ass till he like I don't know, got tired or was affected by some bullshit leg kicks. I think he's gonna learn from that and have a big year.
that's fair.
Well, I'm gonna take a guy who I do think could potentially be the best fighter at featherweight if he shows up to the day, and that is Mozar Ibilov. If he shows up,
Here he goes.
he easily be champion.
Um,
On me.
yes.
Back to back.
All right. Well, with my next pick, I'm gonna take someone who had went on a tear last year, started getting finishes. They seem to have found their power. Give me Waldo Salsa Boy Acosta.
Okay.
Mm.
I don't necessarily because of like the Tom Aspinall shit. I think he's a couple of steps back in a title shot, and his loss to Pavlovich. So I think that Waldo's gonna have to unfortunately keep dog walking lesser ranked opponents for a while. And but because of his name, like his notoriety is growing, I think some of those can be just fight night main events. So give me Salsa Boy. And
Love
then
that.
with my next pick, I'm gonna go to the bottom of the ranked strawweights, women's strawweights. Give me Alexia Dayanara. I think that she's explosive. She looked really impressive in her win against Luke Boomy in her last fight. And I think that she has the potential to finish a lot of these girls. She's 13-1. And when I look at that division, like there's a lot of like old heads ranked above her that I think are prime for the picking. Like your Jillian Robertsons, your Jessica Andrades, you know what I mean? These fighters that are aging out that are gonna kind of get like slowly fed to this new crop of contenders. So yeah, give me Thainara.
Good picks.
I'm gonna stick with featherweight, a guy who's been just getting KO after KO in every main event he's stepped into. This is a fun pick. I'm worried that he's about to face better comp, but give me Steve Garcia.
It's a great pick.
Okay. Okay.
Garcia. All right, I am up. Pretty tough here. I'm gonna go with another guy who I think is gonna have a bounce back year. Not really a bounce back year. I'm gonna go with Corey Sandhagen here. I feel like there's not a lot of huge, like he always loses to the really hard comp, but like he's fought them all. Like I don't know. I feel like he's gonna have a couple bounce back dubs here. I'll go
Wait,
Corey Sandhagen.
oh, Corey?
Okay, I'm gonna go with two more up and comers. One in the heavyweight division, Mario Pinto,
I like that.
and
Okay.
one who's fighting tomorrow, I believe. Ty Miller.
And then sorry, did you say both your picks?
Yeah, Ty
Oh,
Miller
oh
and
time
Mario.
Miller. Okay. Miller and Pinto.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'm up. I'm going to take Matejek Orlobai. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a
After what I just saw, what he did to what's his name? That was insane. And he just fights a lot, fan favorite, always in fun fights. Take Orlobai.
that's
We are
tough.
coming down to our last picks, guys. So
This is the last round.
let me pull it up really quickly. Nick is up, but
I think
this
it's
is
second to last.
second to last is what we're looking
Oh, it's
like.
my last round then, because like I double up.
Are we sure that's not 14 though?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay.
All right, it's on Clark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Let me just. I gotta find this spot.
Spitting noise during this draft.
Trying to
Yeah.
find this spot. I think no. Where the? I'm trying to find this contender guy. I thought he was Turkish. Where is this fuck?
Are we counting contender series fights as UFC fights too?
That's up to you guys. I'm not sure.
Hell no.
Yeah, no.
All
We gotta
right.
take
I mean, all the
I was thinking about taking Gable
Gable.
Stevenson. Yeah, dude. I think he could boom onto the scene this year.
That would be a good pick.
I think he could have like you know, the main event of you know, Dana White's contender series and then like probably one UFC fight too. By then,
I'm just gonna pick Natalia Silva,
All of that.
and I'll find this Turkish fuck. Wherever I kind of just want to pick him and just I'll know his name when I see it.
I
It's
mean,
just
that's fine with your last pick if Xavier doesn't pick him
yeah, Turkish
randomly.
fuck. All right, bet. Is it on me?
Yeah, last two picks.
Give me that Turkish fuck that Clark's talking about. No, no, I'm playing. All right. I'm gonna go with Rufy.
Okay.
Uh, um, I know he has a tough fight with Fiziev coming up, but I mean, like in his last fight, he basically just got, grappled by BSD and just kind of like never really got going in that fight. I feel like maybe it was an off night. I don't know what was to him that night, but I do think that there are a lot of he's ranked 14 at lightweight, and I think that there are a lot of, Dariush's, Moicanos ahead of him that he can uh have a decent chance of knocking the fuck out. I think that even though that they had a little bit of a rough year, the UFC still is in the fighting nerds business. And I think that if he can beat Fiziev, like there's a couple of easy like finishes this year for him at lightweight. So give me Rufy. And then with my last pick, give me MVP, man. Give me MVP. I could see he might only fight twice a year, but I do think that there are some winnable fights. And he's always going to be in some fun fights. High potential to boom and high potential to have main event, like fight night main events, because he's a big name. So give me MVP.
Is this him, Clark?
You can't even see it.
See it.
I can't.
Clark, what?
Being kind of looks like what's his name? How does it sound?
Abdul Rahman Yakyayev.
Yeah, I want to say that's it. Is he undefeated? Like
Yeah,
he's
he's undefeated. He's Turkish, 25.
he's like 9, 10-0, something like that, right?
He's like 8-0.
He's 8-0.
Yeah, that's Buddy. Yeah, yeah.
How do you spell his last name?
Rock. Oh no, Yak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's YAKHYAEV.
That is him. Yeah.
He's an Ev. He's an Ev, baby.
He's
He's
an
an
F.
animal from what I've seen so far. Like his debut, I think he finished Buddy under like 30 seconds or like first few punches. He looks like a beast to me.
Yeah, it was 33 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my last pick there.
Man, torn between two gentlemen. I'll just say I'm torn between Murphy or Izzy, and
Ooh.
because like Murphy, it would fuck with my Lopez pick probably. 'Cause Izzy, I'm gonna take Izzy. I think he beats Piper. I think he does, and he said in an interview recently he's not really looking for the big title shots right now. He just wants fun fights, and I think if he goes out there and gets a big bounce back win against Piper, it'll re-energize him, and he'll fight like MVP or some shit like that. I think I'm gonna go with Izzy.
I'm punch it. I'm with that.
Bit me last year, but I'm not giving up on him. But that was my last pick. Last pick of the draft, Gabe.
The last pick is sad. So many people. But I'm gonna go with Yusuf Zalal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yusuf Zalal.
Can I swap out MVP for RoboCop?
I don't care.
Yeah, yeah. Let me do that. I was like waiting to make sure no one picked him, but yeah, let me do that.
That's fun.
'Cause
Hey,
I
hey,
think
I sub someone out while we're agreeing to this.
As yeah, like if it's like one of your last picks, sure.
Yeah, it's Natalia Silva. I'll sub her out for my boy Charles Oliveira. I can't believe
oh,
he got undrafted.
That's fair.
John Jones.
that man will not see a win this year.
John Jones guy.
I have to pick
For the
him. I have to
vibes.
pick him.
Damn, I feel kind all right though, guys.
Not even for the vibes.
Here it is.
Let me see this.
I feel like we had no for the vibes room this year. I wanted to take Johnny Bones somewhere in there because I do think he's
Take out
gonna.
BSD, put in John Jones.
I do think that there's a chance that he headlines this White House card against Poatan. So
The Pinto is with an I though.
Oh,
Mario Pinto. Yeah.
Pinto.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this team. I'm not gonna lie.
These are good squads.
It will take me to the promised land, and I think that like the whole like the finishes and shit like that adds a
Yeah.
good
It'll
extra
make
dynamic to it.
definitely it'll make it more fair, I think. little
Well,
more dynamic.
we're gonna be like bitching about
What
like,
about like a
oh
no?
my God, like why did Herb stop that fight? Or like
Yeah,
that
what
fight should
about
have
like
been
a
stopped.
what about like an eye poke or some weird
I
fluky?
mean, it's just
Some weird shit.
Something like
it's not
something
a
like a
win.
man fight.
It's not a win. No, no,
What about
a
that
win is
fight
a win is a win. A win is a win, dude. That is a TKO finish. 5 points.
No, man, that cannot be. That's crazy.
Any trade? Anyone want to make any trades or anything?
Hey, I'm down for like I'm down for some not right now, but
Not
like
right now, but like,
I'm down for some, quarterly trades. Like we
yeah.
do it four times a year.
4 times a year.
I'm down for
A-
that.
Anything else you guys want to touch on? Your draft picks, anything before we wrap it up?
Good luck this year, boys. Can't wait to get going tomorrow.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Give me a good year.
It's gonna be a good year. And yeah, it all starts tomorrow. UFC 324. Let us know who you guys think has the best and worst team. Let us know what picks you like and dislike. Please go check out the TikTok, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Easy, y'all.
Peace.
Good shit.